from a devastating hailstorm that turned Decatur, Texas into a frozen battleground with ice chunks the size of baseballs, destroying everything in their path, to a catastrophic snow avalanche that buried climbers on China's treacherous Mount Meili in tons of deadly white powder, to a sudden landslide in Manado, Indonesia that swallowed homes and left families fighting for their lives in mere seconds. These are 10 natural disasters you need to see to believe. Martha's story is one of luck and timing. In late March 2020, she was doing some early spring cleaning at her home in Manado, a city in Indonesia. The 60-year-old retiree was sweeping out her garage while keeping an eye on her 3-year-old grandson. Things were going smoothly until the little boy started crying from inside the house. At first, Martha tried to finish her cleaning, but the crying didn't stop. She eventually put down her broom and went inside to check on him, and that decision may have saved her life. Moments later, a landslide crashed into her property. It completely buried the garage and damaged the front of her house. Thankfully, she and her grandson were safely indoors and quickly made their way to a neighbor's house. Afterward, Martha shared how thankful she was. "God was watching over us," she said. "If I hadn't heard my grandson crying, I never would have gone back inside." Local officials reported that Manado had faced days of heavy rain, which caused flash floods and landslides across the area. Several homes were affected, and some families had it worse than Martha. Though shaken, she was grateful to be alive, even if cleaning up the aftermath was the last thing she wanted to do. In Chongqing, China, sudden landslides and falling rocks are part of everyday life. The area's wet weather and steep mountains make it easy for the ground to give way without warning. On September 27, 2023, a man was driving his orange truck through the hills when he noticed small rocks sliding across the road. He had a feeling something bigger was coming, but he didn't expect how serious it would be. Within moments, a massive rock slide began. Fortunately, both the driver and another person nearby managed to avoid being caught in it. Neither was injured. Authorities were sent out quickly to handle the scene and clear the road. But cleanups like this can take time. There's no way to know how unstable the area is until workers start moving debris. One wrong step or shift in weight could trigger another dangerous slide, so crews have to move carefully. Baotou is the most populated city in the Inner Mongolia region of China. It's known for being one of the world's top sources of rare earth minerals, which helped grow its economy during the 2000s. But on August 9, 2020, the city made headlines for a very different reason. That day, a large tornado hit a small village on Baotou's edge. The area was filled with traditional Mongolian yurts. Round, portable tents that aren't built to stand up to such strong winds.
我操！ 干嘛？哎呀，他们没杀了他呀。 有没了？啊！这他妈浪子逮我操！
The tornado tore through the village, damaging or destroying over 100 yurts and leaving many families without shelter for the night. Local news sources reported that at least 33 people were injured in the storm. Several of them were visitors or workers staying at a resort near the lake. Yurts are made from a frame of wooden poles covered in fabric or felt. They can be assembled or taken down in just a few hours and usually fit 5 to 15 people. While these homes are practical and easy to move, they're not strong enough to handle something as powerful as a tornado. Xiangxi is a self-governed region located in the northwest of Hunan Province, China. Around 2.4 million people live there, and many are familiar with the risks of flash flooding in this mountainous area. In late June 2000, the region was hit by 23 strong rainstorms over just a few days. More than a foot of rain fell, breaking local records and causing widespread floods. In minutes, streets in cities like Shanghai turned into fast-moving rivers. Parked cars were no longer cars. They looked like boats drifting away. In one video, a woman filming the scene turns her camera to show a group of people standing in water at reached halfway up their legs. Luckily, the building they were in stayed solid, and no one inside was hurt. It's not clear if anyone in that group recognized their own vehicles floating away. In another clip, recorded elsewhere, a pile of trash builds up under a large pickup truck. The water keeps rising until the truck lifts off the ground, tips over, and floats downstream, eventually crashing into another soaked vehicle. Unfortunately, the situation didn't improve much in the years to come. The summer of 2023 brought more destruction. Typhoon Dagestan, for example, brought record rainfall to Beijing. The city saw its heaviest rain in 140 years. In just 83 hours, more water fell than it usually does in 6 months. Rulsky Russia is a governmental region within the Republic of Dagestan. It's a rugged area, located deep in the North Caucasus Mountains. Interestingly, the name Dagestan roughly means land of the mountains. In late March 2021, however, this so-called land of mountains turned into a land of avalanches. As reported by local authorities, more than 20 snowslides trapped close to 4,000 residents across multiple towns. Watch as this slowly moving wall of ice nearly engulfs an entire mountain village.
Вот, если вот здесь эту сугроб не сделала, я прошла бы мимо. Конечно, мой час алкоголь. Я очень рад.
When it ended, the mountain settlement of Takur was isolated from the rest of the region. 3 vehicles were trapped, and nearly 1,000 feet of road lay beneath several tons of snow. Fortunately, the avalanche didn't destroy any structures or result in any harm. Think back to how the area appeared before the avalanche swept through. Now, realize that it only took around 2.5 minutes to completely cover the entire village. That's so scary. The United States has more tornadoes than any other country, more than all other nations combined. Each year, around 1,200 tornadoes form across the U.S., especially in a region known as Tornado Alley. This area includes states like Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Kansas, South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska. Mexico, by comparison, gets far fewer tornadoes, only about 50 per year. But on May 17, 2017, one of those rare twisters touched down near the city of Toluca in the state of Mexico, often called Edomex to avoid confusion with the country itself.
No, ya se fue. No, se fue para allá, mamá.
Está bajando algo. Se llevó una casa.
Mira,
Se llevó una casa.
mira, allá arriba.
Muy contento. Mira, allá arriba todo viene.
Mario se llevó una casa.
Se llevó una casa. No, imagínate si vienes para acá. No, cállate. Cállate. Tenga la boca, chicharro.
Se llevó la casa.
Mira, mira allá arriba.
Tengo miedo.
Viene el agua.
Órale.
¿Se va a hacer otro? Allá, mira, mira, allá va la lámina. No, mamá, no pasa nada, ya no pasa nada. Mario, no te llevaría personas. No, mi mamá, ya no pasa nada. Pero mira cómo sale desde el cielo hasta allá.
Miren arcoíris.
A man nearby saw the storm starting to form in the distance. He quickly took out his phone to record what was happening. It's strange how something as dangerous as a tornado can appear right alongside something peaceful, like a rainbow. Nature has a way of surprising us like that. The mayor later reported that the tornado damaged or destroyed 25 homes. Luckily, no one was hurt because people had time to leave the area before it hit. Some sources also claimed that as many as 4 tornadoes touched down in Toluca that day, but those reports have not been confirmed. Dagestan is part of Russia and sits in the eastern part of Europe, near the Caspian Sea. Around 3.1 million people live there, many along the coast. While the landscape can be beautiful, it can also be dangerous at times. On January 22, 2015, a large mudslide occurred in the mountains of Dagestan. A video from that day shows what may have been the start of the slide, possibly when a vehicle became stuck at the roadside. A few locals tried to help, but backed away quickly once the ground began shifting under their feet. One man in a white shirt and khaki pants appeared to own the car. At first, he ran from the danger, then paused, as if he was thinking about going back. In the end, he made the smart choice and stayed away, letting nature take control. There isn't much detailed information available about what happened next. News from that part of the world is limited, so many questions remain. Still, we hope that the man in the video managed to recover his car before it was lost to the mud forever. Decatur is a small town in Texas with about 6,500 residents, located just over an hour northwest of Dallas. On April 16, 2022, the town was hit by a surprising hailstorm that caused serious damage and sent large chunks of ice crashing through the window of one couple's home. What started as a normal thunderstorm quickly turned into something more dangerous.
Yeah. And we're gonna have to check the roof. Hail damage on the roof. We've been here for me either.
Anywhere, dude. That is insane. Look at these things. They were coming at the window like this, not down. We got them on the other side of the house. Inside.
Oh my god.
Look outside. Look at how much is on the ground. Look at that.
Hail the size of golf balls began to fall, and strong winds blew them sideways into buildings. The power of the storm was intense enough to break glass and damage rooftops. After the skies cleared, insurance companies were flooded with calls. Many people reported broken windows, dents in cars, and damage to homes and businesses. In some neighborhoods, the hail was even bigger, closer to the size of tennis balls. Luckily, the couple in the video stayed safe indoors. It's true what the man said. Hail that large can cause serious injuries. A ball of ice that size can fall at speeds between 44 and 72 miles per hour. Getting hit by one would leave a painful mark, or worse. The largest hailstone ever recorded fell on June 23, 2010 in Vivian, South Dakota. It was over 18 inches in diameter and weighed more than a pound, almost as big as a basketball. The Meili snow mountains in China's Yunnan province are known for their stunning snowy peaks. Hikers from nearby regions often come here to challenge themselves on the steep and icy trails. On February 12, 2025, one group of climbers left from a small village at the base of the mountain. But what was supposed to be an exciting journey quickly turned into a terrifying one. The mountain began to shake, and a massive avalanche came into view. The hikers knew they couldn't escape in time, so they stayed low and hoped for the best. Luckily, everyone in the group made it through without injury. Other climbers nearby also reported similar events. One group saw 3 avalanches in just 30 seconds. Another group said they witnessed one that lasted nearly 2 minutes. Park officials later confirmed that these snowslides aren't rare, especially after recent snowstorms. Some areas of the park are off-limits to hikers during certain times of the year, and rangers regularly patrol parts of the mountain where the risk is highest. In August 2009, Typhoon Morakot hit Taiwan hard. In some places, nearly 100 inches of rain fell, leading to deadly landslides and mudslides in the mountain areas. One major slide in Taoyuan District wiped out a 12-meter concrete bridge on Provincial Highway 21. Right away, workers started building a stronger replacement, one designed to hold up better during landslides. In the meantime, a temporary bridge was built to keep traffic moving. But in 2012, just as progress was being made, heavy rain returned and caused another slide in the same spot. The temporary bridge couldn't handle it and collapsed. People nearby likely should have left the bridge sooner when they saw signs of danger. Fortunately, the permanent bridge being built nearby stayed safe. Its special landslide-resistant design passed the test with no damage. Construction was finished on time. Then, in 2017, another landslide hit the area. But once again, the new bridge held firm without any damage at all. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget the latest video. With that, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.